There are 3 ingredients you need to create the recipe of your manifestations and bring your desires to life. The first ingredient is your mindset, the second one is your habits and actions, and the last one is God. The final miraculous ingredient that ties everything together. And once you have all of these 3 ingredients, mix them up together, stir them, and produce the elixir of your desires, your manifestation has no choice but to arrive. But a lot of people I've seen, they forget that God is such a huge, important part of this recipe. And it's tempting to lean into our own power, tempting to lean into focusing on what we can control, like our beliefs and our mindset and our actions and our habits, and just putting so much pressure on ourselves to, I have to do all of these affirmations, I have to visualize, I have to script, and then my desire will come. I have to do all of these things, and if I don't see any results, it's all my fault. It's because I didn't try hard enough to manifest. So a lot of people approach manifestation this way, but it is not what will actually bring you your desire. It is not what will actually manifest what you want. Because, listen up, the only things that you can control in your life are your thoughts and your actions, what you do. You can't control anything else. You can't control the external 3D world. You can't control what other people think of you, what other people will do. You can't control what happens outside of you. You can't. You simply can't. The universe doesn't work that way. That is God's job. God can control all of those external things. God can control what's outside of you. But you can only control your thoughts and your actions. And honestly, that is all you need to create the reality of your dreams. That's all you need. Because your actions and your thoughts, when you harness them and when you align them to your desire, when you start to believe that you're already the person who has your desire and act as if you are someone who has the wealth that you want, has the beauty that you want, has the relationship that you want, has the job, the career, the living in the country that you want, whatever. If you feel and believe you are already that person, you're sending out a frequency. You're sending out a frequency as if you're like a frequency tower, like those radio towers. And you're just sending out and beaming this energy out of abundance, of being wealthy, of having a secure, amazing relationship, of having whatever it is that you want. And when the universe sees that energy being put out, the universe will send you whatever it is that you desire in your external reality that matches the frequency. So let's say that you really want to manifest physical beauty. If you feel ugly, if you feel insecure about yourself, if you constantly look in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, my hair is such a mess today. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I got a zit right here on my forehead. If you constantly feel insecure about your body and you keep noticing your flaws and feeling ashamed of yourself, whatever you're feeling is the energy, the frequency that you're putting out into the world. And the universe doesn't understand words. It doesn't understand your language. You can be like, oh my God, I really want beauty. I really want to feel pretty. I really want to feel confident in myself. You can say all of those things. But internally, if you feel like you're someone that's ugly and not worthy of being beautiful and you feel insecure, that's what the universe is going to give you more of. The universe does not understand words, only understands energy. What you put out, you will get back in return. And that is the law. But here's the thing. You don't have to put all the pressure on yourself to make your manifestation happen. You don't have to do that. Your only duty is to align your mindset, your thoughts and beliefs, and your actions, like what you're doing in the external world, to whoever you have to become to get that desire, to embody the person who already has that desire. And when you align your feelings with already having your desire to the point where you're just 80% of your day, you feel secure, you feel fulfilled and happy already. Because here's the truth. You just want that desire because it gives you a certain feeling. That desire of being beautiful, of being wealthy, of being in a relationship, honestly, in essence, you just want the feeling more than the desire. You want to feel secure. You want to feel safe. You want to feel confident. You want to feel like you love yourself. You want to feel like you're good enough. And that's why you chase after those desires and want to make them happen. And in essence, you just want the feeling. So when you already give yourself that feeling that you want from your desire, by acting as if you are already in possession of that desire and your desire is already fulfilled, you will then have fulfilled your duty, and now it's the universe's duty, God's duty, to change the 3D world and send you that desire of yours in the external world. It always, always works that way. That is law. That is the law of our universe we're living in. And God will bring you what you desire once you do your part. And this is the biggest problem that I see so much. A lot of people just rely on their own power, on their own ability to make things happen. And then when they don't see any results, when things are pretty slow, they get frustrated and they put pressure on themselves. And they're like, what am I doing wrong? Why is it not here yet? Am I screwing up? Or should I say like a trillion more affirmations? Maybe I'm not visualizing enough. Maybe I should spend like 3 hours visualizing before I go to bed. Maybe that would work out. And they do all of these things, and then they still wonder why they can't get their manifestation. And here's the thing. Relying on your own power to make things happen in your 3D world is like you trying to control the tide, you trying to control the elements, you trying to control the weather. You simply can't. You simply can't control those things. And when you get frustrated with yourself, like, oh my God, why is the sun shining today? I wanted to make it nighttime. Oh my God, why is the tide moving? I want the tide to calm down, slow down, go away, tide. When you're like that, you're just setting yourself up for so much frustration, so much disbelief. You start to lose faith, you start to lose hope. You get so frustrated. And all of these emotions are going to be repelling your desire. Relying on your own power just makes you feel afraid because you can't control everything. But when you rely on God, lean on God, trust that God has your back and God will protect you and God will help you get to the life you desire, and you know you're supported, you know you're loved, you know you are taken care of. The feeling that you get from that is utter, utter, utter peace and bliss. So much just pressure taken off your shoulders. So much of the burden lifted. You get to just have fun and be a silly little human going through their day, having fun, manifesting things, being playful with it, because you know that God got this. God got this. And you can just have fun and relax. You tell the universe what you want through your energy, through your beliefs, and the universe delivers always. I don't blame you if trusting God is difficult at first for you, because I also experienced a point in my life where I didn't believe in God one bit. I didn't believe in a higher power one bit, because I went through a super painful childhood. I went through so many traumatic experiences. I was isolated as a kid. I didn't feel like I could lean on anyone. I was just so afraid of the world and anxious. I was mentally ill as well. And I felt like since I went through so many bad experiences, God was not real. Because if a God was real, then why did I have to go through this? Why did I have to experience these things? And that point in my life was awful, because I just relied on myself to make things happen externally. And that led me to just playing it small, not going after my dreams, because I was scared that I wouldn't be able to make them happen, and I would just be setting myself up for disappointment. Like, even the career that I chose at that time when I was a kid, it was a typical safe, super safe career of becoming an engineer. I didn't even really like it. I wanted to be a scientist and an engineer, sort of. But the reason I chose that career was not because I was truly passionate about it. It was because I thought that would be the most safest route for me, that would help me avoid the most pain and just give me a comfortable life. And I honestly hated feeling so limited within myself. So limited to what I could do. I couldn't open my brain, I couldn't open my eyes and see the vast possibilities the universe would offer. I couldn't even believe that I would be where I am now, living in my desired country, doing what I love for a career, having amazing hobbies, and being just so peaceful and free. I wouldn't be able to believe that I got to where I was today, because past me was just such a small thinker and consumed by fear. And eventually, once I discovered manifestation and started to grow my connection to God, the big brother upstairs, the cosmic sugar parent, the cosmic parent that will give us whatever we want, all of our desires, and love us to death. Once I started to change my relationship with God, I started to heal, and my external 3D world started to drastically, completely transform. Now I live in total faith. I'm surrounded by loved ones, and there's no more pressure on me to do everything, to create the life that I want. Because I know, as long as I focus on my beliefs and keep my energy in alignment with what I want, God will do everything. God will be the one tinkering away at my 3D reality to send me the opportunities to make my desires happen. Like when I was manifesting, traveling to my desired country, there was literally nothing I could do. Like I just had to wait for an opportunity to come here. And all I could really do was just visualize and embody the person and start manifesting, traveling to my desired country. That's all I could do. I could just control my thoughts and my actions. But I didn't even know what I had to do at that time because, we're human. And it's God's job to figure out how God will give you your desire that you want. And for me, I literally could not do anything in my outer world to send me to my desired country. I didn't even know what to do. But then, as I kept my thoughts in alignment, eventually, an opportunity came up, sent by God, to go to my desired country, which I started to take action on and work on immediately. And once I got through that, I had another opportunity dropped into my lap. And then once I got through that, I boarded my flight, and now I'm living in my desired country. And all of that was because I didn't look at the logical side of things. God does not work with logic. God will send you your desires in the most crazy, surprising ways, not something that you can fathom and plan your way to. And once I started to rapidly transform my life, rapidly see so much transformation, see my external 3D world shift so fast. My family completely changed, my friends, I attracted so many loving friendships, opportunities, blessings into my life. I'm doing a career I love. I have constantly good experiences. I'm attracting good luck, when in the past I was just attracting bad luck on autopilot. Now my anxiety is gone. I've healed my depression. I've done all of these things through learning and really embedding deep into my soul and embedding deep into my subconscious that I can create whatever reality that I want with the help of God and with me doing my part to align my thoughts and my energy. That's all you have to do. That is your duty. Your duty is to make sure you're constantly embodying the energy of someone that already has your desire. And I'll give you an example to explain this coming up soon. But I just want to tell you that your job is to know that God will bring you your desire and God will deliver what you want. And of course, there's also the thought that, well, I went through so much crappy stuff in my life. I went through so much suffering. So many horrible things happened. Why did I go through that? If God is real, why did I go through that? Why did God make me suffer? Why didn't God help me when I was literally down in the dumps and suffering and crying and feeling literally suicidal? Why did God not save me at that time? And I did have this thought. I really did have that thought. And you might be wondering too, if God really does exist, if your faith isn't as strong, if God really does exist, then why did I go through that? And the reason for that is because, truly, honestly, I believe that our life is a process of spiritual growth. Our life is a process of us just growing as a person, spiritually, mentally, growing through the different challenges that we have in our life. And every single experience that you went through, it shaped you into who you are today. And you don't have to let that define your future and define who you are right now and what you're capable of accomplishing. And it's gonna be like you're gonna reach a weird stage in your life where after you're healed, after you're finally manifesting what you want, after you're grateful for God, and after you just embody love, and once you keep reaching and spiritually growing, you're going to look back at your past experiences that tore you apart, and you're going to be grateful for them because they helped shape you into who you are today. And life wouldn't be life if we had no negative experiences, no negative emotions, and it was just sunshine and rainbows. That's not what our human life experience was meant to be. We are meant to grow. We are meant to experience difficulties. We are meant to experience fear and shame, heartbreak. Because each of these things, they were created by God. God created the bad, and God created the good. God created these terrible negative emotions and terrible experiences as well as the good, positive, blissful, wealthy, loving experiences and emotions. And God created what God loves. God loves both of these things because together they form the human experience and they form and create spiritual growth. And I just want to tell you right now that what you went through is so valid. And maybe you didn't deserve to go what you went through. You probably didn't even deserve it. You're probably a victim. And right now, you have the choice of either looking at what happened in the past and choosing to let that control you and choosing to let that define who you are right now and why you can't manifest this or get to this or why you can't ever be wealthy, why you can't ever be confident, why you can't ever be happy, why you can't ever trust in God. You can let those past experiences define you and control your future, or you can learn to see them as they are, understand what you went through was so valid, but choose the new version of you that has faith in God, has faith in life, has faith that you can live whatever life that you want and you can give yourself a life that's so incredible and so happy. You can choose that life for you because that's what I chose. I was at a crossroads as well where I went through so much terrible crap in my life to where I just thought to myself, I can either live the rest of my life letting these experiences define me, letting my pain run my life, or I can make the weird, scary decision to start having hope and faith in my future. And that's what I did. And I knew that God was a big part of that because God, honestly, really loves you and puts you through those experiences to help shape you into a better person. And God wants to give you whatever desires you have in your heart. Whatever desires, whatever dream life you want to live, however you want to shape your reality. If you want to travel the world, if you want to start a cupcake business, if you want to become, a pro gamer, if you want to help charities across the world, if you want to be a rock star, if you want to have a family, if you want to adopt 100 kids, if you want to live in a castle, whatever desire or dream you have in your heart, God placed it into your heart for a reason and wants to make it happen. And I want to give you a quick example right now of what it looks like to manifest out of frustration, manifest out of not relying on God, compared to what it looks like to manifest from a place of trusting God and allowing God to do the heavy lifting and tinkering of making your desire happen in the 3D world, because that's going to be God's job. God is going to do the hard, heavy lifting, and you're mentally heavy lifting, your mentally hard work is to believe and be consistent with how you want to feel. So let's take an example of someone trying to manifest physical beauty. A person is trying to manifest physical beauty, and they're doing all the typical things that YouTube, social media tells them to do. They're saying affirmations, going to the mirror and being like, okay, I am beautiful, I am brave, I am blah, blah, blah. They're saying their affirmations, and they're also listening to subliminals for physical beauty. Side note, by the way, subliminals, you don't honestly need them to manifest what you want, but they work really well as long as you believe in their power. So if you don't believe in the power of subliminals, you don't have to force yourself to believe in them, because you can just manifest whatever you want without them. But if you do believe in them, then go ahead and listen to them, because that'll help you manifest what you want. You might be listening to subliminals to up-level your beauty. That person might be doing that. And then what's going to happen is that person will constantly go look at themselves in the mirror and check, did my nose get smaller? Is my zit gone? Did anything change? I don't really see anything that changed. Am I doing this right? Do I have to say more affirmations? Am I not visualizing enough? That person is going to start to freak out a little bit if they don't see results and start to lose belief and start to lose faith. But when you start to doubt, when you start to lose faith, and when you start to go back to your old identity of feeling ugly, of feeling insecure, that person is going to switch off that frequency tower that signals to the universe what they want, and their desire will not come anymore because they're losing so much hope. Looking in the mirror, not seeing any results, listening to another subliminal, then immediately looking in the mirror, not seeing any results, starting to freak out and overthink, is manifestation even real or not? What am I doing wrong? Why I can't get this right? And all of that just leads to pressure and overwhelm. Because when that person doesn't see their desire in the outside world, they're going to start doubting themselves. Because they put all of the pressure on themselves, they gave themselves all the responsibility to make that desire come. God doesn't have the responsibility. Instead of trusting God, that person only trusts themselves. And you might be having this thought too, like, when is my desire even going to manifest? I've been saying the affirmations, I've been scripting, I've been visualizing, I've been doing all these things. When will it even come? Here's the truth. Your desire comes when you finally stop checking your outside world to see if it's there, and instead you focus on your duty of embodying the person who already has your desire and knowing that God will send it to you. Your desire comes when you're less focused, like you're not even focused on seeing that desire manifest in the outside world, and you're more focused on making sure you feel like you already have it, and making sure you feel like already having that desire, and you know that it's coming, and trusting and knowing that the universe will send you it, and just chilling and relaxing in that faith and in that knowing. That is when you will manifest your desire. That stage is when it will come. So if you want to learn more in depth on how you can exactly fulfill your duty of aligning your thoughts and your habits and your actions and your beliefs to align with the desired reality that you want to create in your outside world, then check out my Mindset and Habits Masterclass. First link in the description box below. It's super value-packed. It'll completely transform your life. It has every single thing that you need to know about manifestation and how to create your dream life, along with a module on how exactly to build your faith in God, trust God again, and know that your desire will come. Okay, now that's a little plug-in. Let's get back into the video. What does it look like for someone to manifest physical beauty from a place of trusting God? This is going to be very, very different. So if you want to manifest physical beauty, and that person wants to manifest beauty again, but this time they have faith in God that God will bring them their desire, what's going to happen is that there's going to be completely a different energy that's switched on and radiated throughout it. So this person, this time, they're going to be going around throughout their day feeling beautiful, feeling like the person that already has their desire. They already feel good enough. They feel fulfilled. They feel beautiful. They feel loved. They know that they're incredible. They know that they're amazing. They have self-love. And they're embodying that identity of the person who's beautiful. and they trust God. That's going to lead to them being calm throughout the manifestation process, being detached throughout the manifestation process. Because God will deliver what they want, and they can just chill and relax in knowing that their desire is on its way. It's like you writing a letter telling God what you want from God, like what you want to manifest. And then you ship that letter, you send it in the post box, and then you know it's on its way to God, and you know God will respond and deliver to it. It's also like placing an order on Amazon. So like you go on Amazon.com and then you place an order for maybe some product. And then you know that that product is going to be on its way. You're not like constantly checking Amazon like, hey, am I doing this right? Did I order you right? Are you going to be showing up? I don't know if you're showing up. Oh my God, I'm insecure. Am I not good enough? Why are you not here yet? Why are you not here? You're not going to be freaking out like that, right? Once you place an order on Amazon, you know that package is going to be coming. You're not going to call customer service and be like, am I doing this wrong? Where is it? What's going to happen? You're not going to be like that. So that's how God works. Once you tell God what you want, and once you embody the energy, God is going to make it deliver, no matter what. It is a law, okay? It is the law of the universe, the law of assumption. It will happen, and God will send you what you want. Provided that your desire is something that was given to you by God. Like if that desire of physical beauty makes you feel super happy, super expanded, makes you feel good, it makes you just feel so much love for yourself, you will get that desire because it was sent to you by God. And whatever God sends you is what you are meant to have in this lifetime. But how do you know if a desire is not meant for you? If it's not what God wants you to have? You know if a desire is not meant for you if that desire makes you feel small, constricted, and makes you feel like you're limited. Doesn't make you feel open and expanded and full of love. Just makes you feel small, like you're playing it safe. You're not doing what you actually want. You're not desiring what you actually want. And that's like a really easy way to tell if your desire is ego aligned or soul aligned. Let's go back to the person that's manifesting physical beauty. They are going to go throughout their life knowing in their bones that they're gorgeous, knowing that God will deliver. They wrote the letter, they sent the letter to God through their energy, and they know that God will give them what they want. And they focus on being consistent, feeling beautiful already, feeling good about their body, feeling good about their face already, like right now in the present moment. And they're not going to obsessively look in the mirror for results like, oh my God, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? They're not going to obsessively check. They're calm about it. They're detached. They know God will send it to them at the right time. And most importantly, they're going to reach a state where they're just so detached that they stop checking the outside world if their desire comes or not. They're just so solid in their bones, in their heart, that they already know that that desire is theirs, and it's theirs by law. By law. And eventually, they just gave themselves the feeling that they want from their desire anyway, so they feel kind of fulfilled. And soon, what's going to happen once they reach that point? God is going to send them their manifestation in a surprising, unexpected way, out of the blue, suddenly, somehow. And actually, it might not even be surprising to that person because they're just so normal and used to that feeling of already feeling beautiful. It might come in the way of direct physical transformation, like God literally just overnight one day altering their nose, giving them a nose job through their like DNA, like just restructuring it somehow. It could be like that because one time when I was manifesting physical beauty, like I was manifesting longer eyelashes. What I did was that once I started to manifest, eventually I noticed that out of the blue, like my eyelashes just started to grow longer and longer and longer and longer. When in the past, they just stopped growing and were just like in a fixed state of not growing anymore. And they couldn't get longer anymore. But then when I started to consciously manifest and consciously change it, it started to start growing. So it could be like that. Like God just literally changes your DNA in a really unexpected way without you having to lift a finger. Or it could be like God sending you an opportunity in the outside world for you to take that will help you manifest that desire. So in this case, physical beauty, it would be like God sending you towards maybe a diet that you can try. Like you suddenly, for free, that person for free gets like a nutrition course on a certain type of diet to follow. And then that person's like, okay, why don't I try this diet? And then they try the diet, they're on it for like maybe a week, they've lost however many pounds that they want to, their skin clears up, their hair becomes smooth and shiny, whatever. Or God could send you to a certain product to buy, and that product works miracles on you. But it's important to remember that right now you're not like super actively trying to search and find things. You're just like passive, you're calm, you're just open to whatever can come, and then whenever you see something that feels good to you, like, maybe I should try that opportunity, maybe I should try that skincare product, maybe I should try that diet, maybe I should go to the gym. And when you start just taking the opportunity because it feels good, that's how your desire will manifest. It will manifest through that opportunity God sends you. So yes, action is also important in this step. Action is also what is going to be giving you your desire if it feels good to you and if you feel compelled to do it. Not because you're scared that, oh my God, if I don't do this, then my desire will never come. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Not because of that, but just because you get like a soft nudge to go try to do something. And now, before I leave, I want to give you a quick exercise that you can do right now with me to help you let go of your desire and place that desire in the hands of God and allow God to make it happen. And allow yourself to lift the burden off your shoulders, lift the weight that you've been carrying, and put all the responsibility on God, because it's God's job now, and God will deliver what you want. You can do this with me right now. It's just going to be a quick breathing exercise and a visualization. So first of all, I want you to find a comfortable, quiet place where you can relax, sit upright, or lay down on your back, and then slowly close your eyes. Now we're going to take 3 deep breaths. You can follow along with me. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale through your mouth and exhale through your nose. And try to relax as much as you can in your body. Let it all go. Breathe normally or breathe deeply if you prefer. Let your body just melt in your bed, in your chair. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath. Now, I want you to think of a memory that made you feel safe and made you feel loved. When was a moment where you feel happy, when you felt loved and safe? Maybe it was when you were cozying up with your parents, sitting with them on a couch when you were younger. Maybe it was when you were giving your friend a warm hug. I want you to visualize and think of that moment and let those emotions of safety and love come up. Breathe. Feel those emotions flow through your body. Be grateful for that feeling, because when you learn to have faith and love and trust God, those emotions will be your norm, because God is on your side, will protect you, will take care of you, and you can tell God anything and trust God with anything. God has seen what you went through. God has seen your past, your present, and knows that you can create whatever life and future that you want. Now I want you to imagine your desire. Whatever it is that you're desiring right now, I want you to imagine it as a floating spherical ball in front of you. Whatever desire you have, wealth, money, beauty, relationships, health, travel, career-wise. Imagine that it's turned into a physical ball right in front of you, a small ball that you can hold in your hands, you can hold between your hands, and put your hands out right now and feel the energetic ball pulsing and vibrating within, between your hands. Notice what color it is. It can be whatever color that you want. Whatever color feels right to you. Notice it. And then as you're noticing it, an angel is floating down from the sky, its wings flapping, its wings coming down gently. Visualize the angel coming to you with a smile on their face, with a warm smile filled with love. And the angel now is carrying a basket, and it is in front of you. I want you to now give that ball, give that desire of yours in your hands right now to the angel. And the angel will receive it with a smile. And with that, you know that your desire is taken care of. So now your ball, your energetic ball of your desires is placed into the angel's basket. And the angel looks at you, smiles, and tells you that it will be taken care of. And flies away with its wings. And doing this lets you to put your trust in God to make that desire happen now. It's not your responsibility. All of your responsibility went away once you put that desire of yours in the hands of the angel. It's all gone. It's all now taken care of by God, the most powerful, powerful, powerful God. And with that, you can come back to this as many times as you want to. Visualize this for your other desires or throughout your life when you feel stressed about making something happen. And remember, your only job is to focus on what you can control, your thoughts and your habits. Of course, if you want to learn more in depth, you can work with me more through my course, link in the description below. But of course, I want you to know that God will always be on your side and God will always guide you and be there for you. Even if you've neglected God for a long time, even if you start to lose your faith, even if you've done horrible things, everything is forgiven. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Live with love.